Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video should have been an exciting one, but I am rather frustrated right now. It should be exciting because I am using the largest eyeshadow palette I have ever seen or purchased. Y'all know it hasn't really been that good for me in the past when I purchase things that I get as ads on Instagram, but here we are. I kept getting ads for this palette. It is from Qing Beauty. It's called Exotic Pop there, and this is what the inside of it looks like. It has 88 pans. That is the largest eyeshadow. Flare. Oh. Am I supposed to hold this thing like this? All right, okay. So it's the largest eyeshadow palette I have ever seen, and it's colorful, so y'all know I was already here for it when I saw it. But then I tried using it. This will not be the first time I'm trying to film with this palette here. Well, let me just start using it, and then maybe you'll see what I see. Now, it has 88 pans, so I wouldn't be that helpful in this video if I just threw 3 colors on my lid and called it a day there. I want to try to use as many shades as I can on my entire face. I saw a video like this years ago from Andrea Renee, where she used the Jaclyn Hill palette on her entire face. We're gonna shoot for that today. No promises, but we'll see how it goes there. I'm gonna jump into the eye, and at this point I really don't know what we're doing today. We're really just winging this video. Also at this point I don't know what eye primer to use. I've tried concealer, I've tried the ABH primer. This is the Helen E primer, which I also already tried, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna start out with this shade right here called Just Eyes. Now, I can imagine it is not that easy naming 88 shades in a palette and staying on theme with what the theme of the palette is, but these shade names just do not make sense. I feel like at some point they were just like, you know what? Whatever, just call it whatever it is, because this blue shade right here is called Rose Gold. Like, you'll see it throughout the video when I name the names. Okay, you know what? And I'm just going to place that right here. You see how she looks? Let's see if that color looks like that by the end of this video. We're just going to blend this out right here. And then this shade right here called Natural. And I'm just going to blend that in here. Here is where I've lost it about 18 times now, because now you're gonna really start blending colors with each other. And it's like they fight you on blending, and then after a while they're like, you know what, I was tripping, let me stop playing and go ahead and blend into one color there. So let's jump into this shade right here called Music Box, this purple shade right here. This shade right here, Music Box, is an example of this weird thing that some of the shades do, where it's almost like when you put the brush in the pan, it has this weird waxy type of feel to it, so you really gotta dig there to get some color. You know, once you do some digging, you get it, but it's weird. Like, if you just dip it in the pan and use that first layer, like, nothing's going to happen on your eye. You're probably gonna end up really upset. And now I just want to brown that up a bit with this brown shade right here, this brown one called Shine Bright, and just put that right over that first purple shade that I put down. And this brown shade right here called Erheric. Okay. And right on top. Given the colors that I used, I feel like my crease should be a lot darker than it is right now, but yet here we are. I went ahead and cut my crease because, again, we're trying to use as many shades as we can here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this green shade right here called Sweet Toffee and just start patting that in as my first lid color. And then that same first pinkish shade, Just Eyes, pinkish purple, somewhere around there. And I'm just gonna start patting that around here. And then finish it off with this black in the outer corner there called Unapologetic. Well, you should be sorry, because, you know, I'm gonna put the black down first and then blend it out there. This is the full-on black here in the outer corner of my eye, and that's all right. You know what? This is a full-on black that I am using on my eyes, and you can still peep pink underneath it. Like, full-on black. I picked up some tips from my other mistakes there, like mixing the concealer and the Helen primer has, trust me, made a difference in the color payoff here. And I'm not dusting off any excess shadow off the brush. Like, whatever fallout there is, there's fallout. At least there's something on my face there. So I went in with the deepest shade in the palette with as much product as I can get, and you can still see other colors through it. Stressed. Yo, there is like an 1.5 inch, like 2-inch long scratch on my face, and I get this all the time. I never know when it happened. I'm assuming it has to be from my fingernails, but if it's that hard where it leaves a scratch on your face, shouldn't you have felt it when it happened? That's always weird to me. I only feel it when I run my finger over the scar there, but that's weird. And it happens really often. Yeah, we're still gonna use concealer and foundation for this video. I'm gonna try to make that like the only products I use on the rest of my face, and everything else just use eyeshadow shades. But, you know, we try to look decent by the end of this video there. I probably could use one of the eyeshadows for foundation, but they're not actually brown there. If I ended up using one on my entire face, I would just be pink by the end of the video. If you guys haven't caught on that some of the shades do not appear on your face like they do in the pan. Oh, why didn't I just hold it like this the entire time? We're going to attempt to set with eyeshadow. I'm gonna use these two shades right here, Be Sassy and Highlight. Be Sassy because, you know, it's a little yellow, and Highlight because it's a little not yellow, and we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so I actually used Be Sassy and this pink shade, Earth Color, which is pink in pan, but it actually showed up pretty white on my face there. Now I'm gonna use Highlight on top of all of it to tie it all together. And a little bit of highlight, which actually came out a lot more orange than I thought it would. Love that. Now looking at this palette, I would say Shine Bright or Bon Bon are the coolest, darkest browns. But they are not there. I've already used Shine Bright on my face, and Bon Bon is borderline red when you use it. But I'm gonna go with Shine Bright because at least it'll just disappear into my skin tone there. Actually, let me mix Shine Bright and what is it? Drama, those two shades right there. Alrighty then, and then just start blending that out there on my face. Let's try this Angelic shade right here for bronzer. Keeping it real light there, cause pretty sure that ain't it. Okay, how about this shade right here called Shine, wait, isn't it? Okay, so there are two shades called Shine Bright. I don't understand naming either of them Shine Bright, but let's try this shade, Shine Bright, as the blush shade. This is why eyeshadow is not setting powder. It's not coming off my face. If I have yellow eyes at the end of this look, we have to fight. And by we, I mean this palette and I, which actually it's bigger than me, so it might win. Stressed. Okay, for highlighter and I think brow highlight, I'm gonna use this shade right here called Beauty. And very gently, we are forgot what I was saying there. We're just gonna put that on my face. Inner corner, let's go with this yellow shade called Hey Babe. And I'm gonna put it in the inner corner and some of the beginning of the green. Bottom lash line, let's go with this blue here called Snow Day. Finally, color name that makes sense there. Not sure if you guys have caught on yet, but I was inspired by the peacock designing of the palette. Not sure I could say I did any justice, but that's what I was going for. Now I could just do some type of pink lip here, or, you know, maybe a little bit of a neutral lip, but why do that? Let's use this green shade right here called Party Over. Oh, I meant for my lips, y'all. I don't think that sentence made sense. All right, y'all, thankfully we are done with this look, and I am done with this palette here. I'm pretty sure it was $35. I don't know, I ordered it and then it took a while to get here, so I don't remember how much it cost, but I'm pretty sure it was like $35. So if it is $35, you get 88 shades for $35. My thoughts on this palette: if you are a beginner or you would like to get 88 shades in one palette, especially if you are a more colorful eyeshadow type person out there, for $35, or you know, holiday season's coming up and maybe you got some young ones who like watching beauty gurus on YouTube, but you ain't trying to buy them in a $60 ABH palette. So, you know, you might want to buy this just because it does have a lot of colors in it. They can play around in it, you know, build up their skills, all that good stuff for $35. That's pretty much where I am with this palette here. Some of the colors don't look how they look in the pan on your face. Some of the colors just morph into all, like, I feel like my eye pretty much looks like a deep pink shade with some green thrown into it. Really the most fun I had with this was the lips. The easiest thing that I could do in this video, that's what I had the most fun doing here. This would be a really pretty lipstick shade there. Any brand might be checking this out there. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, you know, the color payoff, again, you gotta work for it, gotta build it. There, like I mentioned before, some of the shades have this kind of waxy feel to it, so you kind of have to dig underneath that layer to get to, I guess, the pigmented part there that you can use on your eye, but the pans themselves are not that big, so that's kind of a waste of product there. There are matte shades, there are shimmer shades, there are pressed glitter. Pretty much this row right here are pressed glitters. I tried that in one of the other looks that I tried to do. I'm good on that. I don't really like any type of, you know, pressed glitter like this in a palette. This didn't change my mind here. Any other type of shades? Yeah, that's pretty much it there. Maybe, you know, they might say like some are supposed to be like duochrome. You know, it looks one way in the pan and then looks a different way on your face there, but that's some of the matte shades there. So I'm just throwing that out there. Let me see. I guess try some swatches here. Let's see. How about, all right, here are 4 shades that I didn't use on my face. 1, 2, okay, 3, and 4. Am I surprised? Not really. The shimmers, some of the shimmers are where you're gonna get the most bang for your buck there. Other than that, do I regret the purchase? A little bit. You know, I don't say that very often there. A little bit there. Again, like I mentioned before, I feel like, you know, people who are just starting their makeup collections or just starting out with makeup who don't have 20 eyeshadow palettes, that's what I think it's more beneficial for there. But I feel like if you already have collections and you do like colorful makeup, you already have colorful eyeshadows that work a little bit better than these do. So that's why, you know, just a little teeny tiny bit, I'm like, yeah, I could have used that $35 and get like Uber Eats or something like that. But, you know, if you're not one of those people and you still want to check it out, I do feel like you can create looks with it. Like, you're gonna be able to do eyeshadow on your face, but I just feel like, you know, again, if you have other eyeshadows, that you probably have other eyeshadows that will not be so high maintenance in trying to get them to work, especially if you have a deeper complexion like I do. I wonder how many shadows I used on my face. I feel like it's gotta be like over 20. I'll have a tracker that was going throughout the entire video and the final number pop up somewhere here. But yeah, that is pretty much it. You know, I hope it was interesting to watch me use the biggest eyeshadow palette that I have ever seen there. If you have tried this palette out, let me know how you like it down below. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye. I've really tried hard not to close my mouth ever since I put the eyeshadow on my lips, because 1, I don't want eyeshadow in my mouth, and 2, once my saliva hits it, it's gone there. And you know, we're just going to wrap up this video. Oh, because y'all know mirrors matter, it does have a very nice mirror on the inside. So you get 88 shadows and a very nice mirror for, I think, $35, 30, somewhere like that. I was feeling very Keisha Kaur with the lipstick added to the eyeshadow there. First thing you do is take off the wig.